Hello, I'm going to show you today little tricks how to prepare vegetables. And actually, if you have those ready in your fridge, that means that when you're ready to assemble a meal, it's super easy because you grab your container and then you're done. Or the trick that I had when I had my children, they were young, was to put it all on the table and then they assemble as they like. But you got your prep ready. You can put your children also to help prepping if you have children, or your partner or a friend. Just you do a party of prepping. But here's the kale. So the lacinato kale it's amazing food. It's so high in nutrition, and you will have all the information on my website, so I'm not going to go through this. But vitamin K is one which is not always an obvious to have. I'm going to show you how to chiffonade, because kale is often seen as a hard vegetable, a tough vegetable, so people kind of shy away from it because they find it's too much to chew. But if you chiffonade, then it becomes so soft. So here, what we do is we'll cut this way, so we have the end of the leaves. Gonna tuck it under here, and then roll, just like that. Now, what I'm doing is literally cutting. It's like even less than ½ inch wide. So you see what I'm doing? It's called a chiffonade. And that makes it, well, you see, so light, so soft. It makes it so easy to chew on. So that's your chiffonade kale. And you can keep that vegetable for, easily 3 days in the fridge. You can do that. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to julienne carrots. So the carrot, this is the thinner end and the fatter end. And so purposely, this is what I'm going to use, and you'll see why in a second. So when you julienne, you have to be very careful that there is no peel left, because the peel will make it look like brown. So you look and then you go around and there is no peel left. Okay, the next step is to use a julienne peeler, and I found that this one is the best. It's by Kiwi, and here in Vancouver I can find it at Cook Culture, but also online. Of course, you can find that online. Try to buy local instead of buying Amazon. So try to buy local. So Cook Culture in Vancouver. And then the first time you use it, go light. So the lighter you go, the less they're gonna be stuck together like this. Go light, just like that. And once you've been around, and then after that it's easy. You just have the one. You see the one string? I keep turning the carrot, and so that way it's evenly. Otherwise, it's like the carrot tends to break. And also, when you do this, be careful that you don't kind of lift at the end, because you're gonna get more of like a nub that gets in the way. So just like that. See? And what happens with this? Vegetables are just very simple, actually. If you were to use a grater, your carrots would be more watery, because I believe that basically the walls of the cell have been broken up too much and it becomes watery. So that is awesome for this. It really keeps it intact. The other thing I want to show you, another vegetable, not that you can prepare this ahead of time, you can prepare those. It's the avocado. I was once in a store, and there was a lady that is from, a part of the world where avocado grows, and she was telling me the trick. We tend to go here on the side, and yes, we can find, if the avocado is right by doing that. But really, the trick she was telling me, the ideal is where the avocado was attached to the plant. You put your thumb and then you push. You see my thumb goes in just a little? Then that means it's ready. Then you go around with your knife like this and you twist the avocado to open. And for the pit, be very careful. My hand is right here. The knife is sharp. So I'm just going to do a little tap. Then I tap some more, but my hand is out of the way now. And I turn. And then the pit is here. And that's totally safe that way. So it's very important to do that. That's the little trick for avocado. I'm going to keep it here now. And then the other one that I want to show you is the butternut squash, which is another one that you can also have ahead of time. Butternut squash is packed with vitamin C. Did you know that? And if you eat it raw even more. And you can eat it raw the way I'm going to show you. So I put my knife in, like I bite into the butternut squash. And what I'm doing now is I'm pressing my knife down, but I'm rocking my squash. And you know, it's one of my staff that came up with this idea. Because she was, I mean, Michelle was petite, small hands, and it was hard for her to do this. And it's scary. You think that, you know, that the knife might slip. Just the thought is scary. So yeah, so you bite into it, and then you just, what you do is you rock the vegetable like this, and then as you do that, you press hard, and then the knife goes through. The next part, you peel where the squash goes around this way. You peel that part, just like that. There we go. And then the other end here. The same, just like that. And then, there we go. Isn't it awesome? It just peels so easy because you don't have to go around the vegetable. You just go straight down like this. And I'm just making sure that I'm peeling enough that I'm taking, you see it gets brighter in color, so you peel until you get to that color. And that's that part. Now I will show you the julienne, which is the same principle as what we did already with the carrot, same tool. Because again, it really just, you know, it keeps it fresher longer. So what you can do is you can, of course, you can julienne up here, but you can also julienne down here. So that way you'll have more julienne. So here is the same principle as what I was showing you earlier, is that first layer is all attached together. Maybe you can use this more into a soup because it's not all separate. Or in your salad, it's kind of pretty. It's like a brush, a stroke of a brush. And then, once you've done that, there you go. And you can use the squash in a salad, in a soup, a spaghetti, when you do a wrap, a taco. It's something different than carrot. And squash lasts a long time, of course. It's a winter vegetable. Well, so is carrot, but because of the hard peel that it has, it lasts a long time. Just keep it in a cool and fresh place if you have. That's the best. And here's our squash. Just like that. There. So you see where I'm going? You have more of those ready in your fridge. It's really fantastic because you can assemble things quickly, or you can just put the containers. You know, you can maybe have nicer container that are glass with a lid for your fridge, and you take the glass container and put it on the table, and it's set. And then people at the table just add to their recipe and their, you know, what they want to assemble for dish. And of course I'm talking about, because I'm a raw foodist, so that's what we do. We put everything raw on the table, so that's easy. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to reach for this tool here. You've probably seen that before. I don't know that we talk about it so much anymore, but it's sure for a while that was very popular. It's how you make the zughetti, called zughetti. So here I have a zucchini. And ideally, of course, for this, it would be more a straight zucchini than a curved zucchini, because you'll understand why, of course, when I put it in, is when it's straight and I have to turn, it's easier if it's straight. I'm using the blade that is, you can see here with the smaller little hole. There's another one here that is a bigger one. Doesn't work so well with the zucchini. I tried it. It's a lot to chew on. So I prefer to have this the smaller one. So we're going to use this one. And I start with, I'm going to put this end that is bigger with the little teeth here. It will hold better than if we do the smaller end. And then here you have this part, and that's the center of your zucchini that you put there. So you put your center, put the end, just like that. And then let me use a bowl, which I have right here. And let me see. I'm using my left hand. I'm not used to my left hand. How can I do this? Look at that, isn't it funny? You change a little something and it's different, eh? No, I have to use my right hand. Okay, so let me see if I can do it this way. Because Jack is at that end to take a video. Is it? I have to turn towards me. Ah, there we go. Okay, I can do this. There. You see the noodles coming out? That's a fun thing to do, actually. There we go. And that tool works very, very well with zucchini. So that I can show you. And that the zucchini pasta, I would say, you know, about 3 days. Same thing. That would keep in your fridge for about 3 days. Now I'm going to keep this end of the zucchini and I'm going to show you with another attachment. Put these pasta here. They are called, yeah, it's called zucchini pasta. And you can peel it if you don't want to have the green. You can peel it. So now I'm using this straight one. And what this is going to do is more like a ribbon. So it's another nice way of presenting the zucchini. So same thing again, just going to put my center, bring this closer, and then turn. I have to think of turning towards me. Look at this, isn't it pretty? So that's going to do more like a ribbon. A ribbon. There we go. I just want to have enough for a dish that I'm going to assemble and show you later. So I'm going to go to the end. There. Perfect. And that's for that tool. These ones, I don't think you can keep them very long. Probably more like 2 days, because you see how thin it is, and so yeah, it depends on your fridge. Always depends on your fridge. Now your fridge, if you can have it more towards between 2 and 4 rather than above 4, and it depends. You don't want to freeze either in your fridge, or put certain things that you know it freezes at the back, but closer to 2, it really keeps better. That's a good thing to do. Okay. And the next one is the mandolin. So there are certain mandolin that are sold in store or sold online, sold, period, that don't have the support that I have here. And it's just a one piece here on top. Now it's hard because you have to hold it and you have to slide, and that's I find it dangerous. So it's easier when you have it this way. It's stable, then you have your 2 hands and you can work on what you're doing. I will show you, because later we're going to do a beautiful dish. And it has the strips like this. Again, it's with zucchini. You can use different, there are yellow zucchinis as well. You can again peel the zucchini if you like before you slice them. there is, I don't have it with me. There is a tool you can grip and use it to do the zucchini. I find that it's hard to control, so I use my hands instead. What there is to think of is the blade is here. So don't hold this way, but hold thinking of your hands like the ends of the skis, like going up, so that you don't catch into the knife. And I'm gonna slice a few so I can show you. So I have my little finger here, my little finger at the end. I push down from the top, and then I lift with this one. That's why I have my hand positioned that way. And of course, you would stop until it's just getting too close. Don't go so far that you're afraid of cutting yourself. And that's the key to that tool. Then it's safe. It's not a problem at all. And I'm just going to give it a little rinse because I need to use it some more after. Go put this here. Okay, so those noodles, it's nice if they are like supple like this, because we're gonna roll them. So they need to be able to roll. So that's what established the how thin you will do your noodles. And I'm just gonna keep them on the side for now. And these ones will be too small, so I'm not gonna use those. And the other thing that you can also prepare, oh, and these ones, let me show you something too. There is a trick to that I must show you. Because there's a lot of water in zucchinis. So the trick to do with that is you would keep them in a dish, and you would put your slices like that, and then you go another layer. And so and these can keep, they will keep like this with it between paper, because it's not a noodle against the other noodle. It will keep for 4 days easy, and then they're ready to use. But that really, and it's like that's what happened to these, they're drier. So I know that when I'm preparing my dish, it's not going to be too watery, because otherwise the water from the zucchini then affects the end result. And so, see already? So you can put that into a dish and in your fridge. So that's what there is to do with the zucchini. And I'm going to put these here as well for now. And then the other thing that is also very good to have in the fridge is cabbage. Cabbage is very good for you to eat. It's also, like, look at different vegetables that you can eat. When you eat a variety of food, you have a variety of nutrients that come into your body, which is great. It's also that when you eat, I'm going to show you something else, probiotic, like sauerkraut, and this is a local one. Oh, again, same thing, buy local, always buy local. There's so many local, wonderful artisan. So when you use sauerkraut, you then need what we have here. Sauerkraut is probiotic. This helps with the prebiotic. Prebiotic needs the fiber. And then your gut flora is in good shape. So, but again, if you have all these ready, it's so simple to you take your tools out, you make it, it's done. You clean up, you're done. After that, you just have to take the dishes. That makes it so simple. So I'm going to do some of the cabbage. And again, be careful. I have lots of room here for my fingers. Now, cabbage, same thing. Instead of using a grater and having it too small, it doesn't keep as well. But if you have it like this, it keeps. It's going to keep easy 4 days in your fridge. And that's a little segment on preparing your vegetable in your fridge.